Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when you're unable to launch Payday 3 game on a Windows computer, or if you're facing crashing and freezing issue, or if you're receiving this error, that is low level fatal error, Unreal Engine crash, out of memory, client Win64 shipping, exception access violation error. So if you are facing this problem and if you are unable to launch the game, play the game, then please follow the steps shown in this video. Now I have provided steps for Steam users as well as Game Pass users. So if you have the game on Steam, or if you have the game on Epic Games Launcher, or if you have the game on Xbox app, I have provided different steps for all the platforms. Like few of the steps are applicable only for Steam, but the rest of the steps can be applicable to Xbox Game Pass user. So you can follow the complete video and then follow the steps, and that should help you to fix the problem. So you can try this. Now the very first step is to uninstall VR software, and this is not only for Steam users, even Xbox Game Pass user. If you have any kind of VR software, uninstall them. So, and these two are for Steam users, and Oculus, if you have Oculus installed, you can uninstall Oculus. Unplug VR Headset. So follow this. So whichever is applicable for Xbox app, Xbox users, you can, Xbox Game Pass user, you can follow it. So for VR, if you have VR console, like over here in the search, you can type in Vive VR console. If you have this VR application installed in Steam, make a right click and then click on manage, then click on uninstall. You will see uninstall option. In my case, this is not installed, so I don't see uninstall option. So uninstall this Vive console VR. Now even if you have SteamVR over here, then uninstall SteamVR. So make a right click on SteamVR, then manage, then click on uninstall. So uninstall SteamVR. Now if you have any kind of third-party VR application, like if you have Oculus installed, uninstall Oculus. Also unplug Vive devices. So if you have any kind of VR devices connected to the computer, disconnect it. Unplug VR headset. This is causing crashing, or if you are unable to launch the game, this is the reason. Many users has plugged in VR headset. So you can unplug this, and then once you unplug it, then launch, after that you launch the game. Also remove VR folder from computer. So you can open File Explorer and then go to this PC and then open C drive. You can find VR folders in program files, or maybe in program files x86. So if you even after uninstalling, sometimes you have VR folder still there in File Explorer. So delete the folder, because the game is detecting that and it's not launching, or if it's crashing. So make sure that you uninstall any kind of VR software, delete the folder. You can always reinstall VR software later on whenever you want to, reinstall once you're done playing the game. So also rename OpenXR folder. Now for this, go to the game installation folder. So I'll show with Steam, and this is not applicable for Game Pass user. So for Epic Games Launcher, I don't have the game on Epic Games Launcher. So in that case, I'll show you with different game. This is just an example. So you have to click on the three dots on Payday 3, and then click on manage, and then you can click on this folder. This will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Now for Steam users, make a right click on the game, select manage, and then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Now over here, open this engine folder, and then binaries folder. Now open third party folder, and over here you can see OpenXR. I've already renamed it, so you can make a right click on OpenXR, and then you can rename this as OpenXR.old, and then you can launch the game. If you want to revert back to original, you can do it anytime. You can make a right click and then just name it OpenXR. But for now, you can rename this file and then launch the game and then check. Now close all the overclocking applications. So if you have any kind of overclocking applications such as MSI Afterburner or rivatuner, you can first of all do not overclock, and then close these applications and then launch the game. Next step is to run the game without DX12. So in Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties. Now over here, if you have typed in DX12, remove this, and then launch the game, because this is causing the crashing and stuttering issue. So run the game without DX. Now DX12, remove it from Steam launch option, which I've already shown you, and it was causing the crashing for me, so you can do that. But if you want to play with DX12, now if you want to launch the game in DirectX 12 settings, in that case do not use this mask, that is Statue of Liberty mask. So if you're using DX12, then don't use this mask, because this is causing the crashing for me. So you can either run without DX12, or if you want DX12, then don't use Statue of Liberty. Now this is only for now. Later on, if the developer comes up with some kind of update, then they might fix it. Later on you might not face this problem. So avoid using Statue of Liberty if you want DX12. If you don't want DX12, you can remove this and then launch the game, and that should fix the problem. Now the next step is to now for me, streaming on Discord while playing the game, it resulted crash in my case. So you can avoid streaming for now while playing the game. Later on that may be fixed. So the next step is to restart Steam as an administrator. Now for this, close Steam first. So you can exit Steam. Now once you close Steam, in the search box type in Steam, and then type in Steam, and then make a right click on Steam app, and then click on run as administrator. And once you have the Steam up and running, you can launch the game. Now the next step is to remove read only from Steam folder and game folder. So try this. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So type in Steam in Windows search box, and then make a right click on Steam app, and then click on open file location, and then make a right click on Steam app, and then select properties, and then under general tab, if read only is checked over here, then you have to uncheck read only, and then click on apply, click on OK. Now do the same thing for the game exe file. So make a right click on the game, first of all go to the game installation folder. Epic Games Launcher user can do the same thing. So make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, and if read only checked, uncheck this box, and then click on apply, click on OK. Now open Payday 3 folder, binaries folder, Win64. Again make a right click on the Payday 3 exe file, select properties, under general, if read only checked over here, uncheck this, and then click on apply, click on OK, and then launch the game, and then check. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Again go to the game installation folder. The Epic Games Launcher user can do the same thing, and I'll show you how to do it for Game Pass users. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files, and then make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, and then go to compatibility, and then run this program as an administrator. Put a check over here, then click on apply, click on OK, and you can open the game. You can make a double click on this exe file and launch the game. If still you are facing the problem, then open this Payday 3 folder, binaries, Win64, do the same thing with this exe file, properties, and then put a check on this box which says run this program as an administrator, apply, and then click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Now for Epic Games Launcher user and Steam users, you can do one more thing. Make a right click, select properties, go to compatibility, and then put a check on the box which says run this program in compatibility mode for select Windows 8, then click on apply, click on OK, and then make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, you can select Windows 7 over here, and then click on apply, click on OK, and then launch the game. If that does not work, open Payday 3 folder, binaries, Win64, and do the same thing over here. You can put a check over here, select Windows 8. If that does not work, you can try Windows 7, then click on apply, click on OK, and then check. Now Game Pass user, how they can do this is that how to run the game as an administrator. Go to Xbox app, make a right click on Payday 3, and then select manage, and then click on create desktop shortcut. Click on it. Now once this is done, go to desktop. Now once you go to desktop, you will find Payday 3 exe file somewhere. Let me check. Here you can see Payday 3 shortcut. So make a right click and then click on run as administrator. Or you can even go to game installation folder. So wherever the game is installed, I have installed the game in F drive. So open Xbox games, and then open Payday 3 and content. Then over here you can see game launcher. Make a right click, select properties, and then again put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. And if that does not work, you can make a right click, select properties, and then this time select Windows 8. If that does not work, you can try Windows 7, and then click on apply, click on OK, and then you can just make a double click and you can launch the game from here. Let me close this. I'm not launching the game right now, but still you are facing the problem, or if you are receiving any kind of error message after running the game as an administrator, or when you run the game in compatibility mode, if you face any kind of problem, in that case you can always uncheck the box. So go to properties and then uncheck all these boxes if you face any kind of problem. Apply, OK, and do the same thing for Steam users or Epic Games Launcher user. You can go to the installation location once again and then revert back to the original form. Uncheck this box, then click on apply, click on OK. Payday 3 binaries Win64. If you face any kind of problem, you can always uncheck this. That's why I'm showing you. So uncheck the boxes, then click on OK. And then still you're facing the problem. In that case, the next step is to verify the game files. Now to verify the game files for Steam users, make a right click on the game, select properties, and go to the install file, and then click on verify integrity of game files. After the verification, launch the game. Epic Games Launcher, click on the three dots on Payday 3 game icon. I don't have the game, I'm showing you a different game. So click on manage over here, and then over here you can see the verify option. After the verification, launch the game. Now for Game Pass user, there is a step how to do it. Make a right click on the game, select manage, and then go to files, and then click on verify and repair, and then click on yes, and let the verification complete. This will take few seconds, and you will see the play option. Now you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to antivirus program. Now if you have any third-party antivirus, just make sure that you allow the game exe file to antivirus program. So if you have antivirus like Avast, Norton, McAfee, Bitdefender, Komodo, Trend Micro, whatever antivirus program you have, just allow the game exe file to antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings and then go to update and security if you have Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, click on privacy and security. In Windows 11, on the left hand side you will see privacy and security option. Click on it, and then in Windows 10, click on update and security. You will see Windows security. Click on it. Now click on virus and threat protection. Now scroll down and then click on manage ransomware protection. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. Yes to allow, and then click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder once again. If the game is wherever the game is installed, in my case for Steam users, open the Steam library folder, Steam apps common, and then open Payday 3 folder. Select this exe file. Now click on open, and then again click on browse all apps, open this Payday 3 binaries Win64, select this exe file. Now click on open. The steps is same for Epic Games Launcher. Now for Game Pass user, click on browse and then go to Xbox games, and then Payday 3 content game launcher helper, and then click on open, and then now try launching the game. Now the next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics driver. This is very important. If you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website, select your graphic card from the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card over here, and then select the right operating system. Now if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11, and then click on start search, and then scroll down. The latest game ready driver right now is 537.34. so download this. So click on get download, and then click on download now. Now once the download is complete, run this exe file. Now once you run this exe file, you will see the screen. Click on agree and continue, and then put a check on the box which says custom, and then click on next, and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check over here first. Make sure that you put a check over here, and then click on next, and let the installation complete. After the installation, restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now this can be done for both Epic Games Launcher, Steam, Game Pass, all three. So type in graphics settings in Windows search box, and then click on graphics settings. Now click on browse. Again go to the game installation folder. So wherever the game is installed, open the game installation folder. and then select this exe file. Now click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Again click on browse and then open Payday 3 binaries Win64. Select this exe file. Now click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. And for Game Pass user, click on this desktop app over here, click on this down arrow, select Microsoft Store app. Now find Payday 3 over here and then click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Now launch the game. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Scroll down over here, you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and download x64. Make sure that you download both the file and then run both x64 and x86. So click on it. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. You might see install option. If you see install, click on install. Now in my case, I have already installed. That's why it's telling me to restart my computer. Please ignore this error message and then run x86 as well. So you have to run both the x86 and x64, then click on repair or install. Whatever you see, in my case this is already installed. Please ignore this error. It's telling me to restart my computer. Now after you install it, it will take few seconds and then you will see restart option. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Restart is a must, and after the system restart you can launch the game. Now still you are facing the problem in that case. Now this is for users who are able to launch the game. If you are not able to launch the game, you can skip this step. If you are able to launch the game, switch to window mode, enable or disable VSync. So first of all, try to enable VSync and then check. And if that does not work, you can go disable VSync. Also lower down graphics settings. So if you are able to launch the game, launch the game. Now once you launch the game, go to more on the screen and then go to settings over here and then select window mode over here. So if this is set to full screen, you can select window mode. Also, if the resolution is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more. Now frame rate, I will not keep it unlimited. You can just select 120 or maybe 60. I'll set it at 60. You can increase it if you want. You can select 120. Now turn off VSync. First of all, you can turn on the VSync. If this is already off, turn on the VSync and then check the performance. If that does not work, then you can turn it off. Now scroll down. I will turn off motion blur and then depth of field. Upscaling. Now over here you can see upscaling. Now for this, not also for this you can it is set to performance. You can turn this off and then upscaling. You can set it to quality. So try quality for if you want upscaling, then try quality and check the performance. If that does not work, you can always turn this option off. It should be turned off. You can turn it off. Okay, if you're not able to turn it off, then you can, in that case, you can select quality and then check. Now graphics quality. Now if everything is set to ultra, you can select high. You can even go for medium, or you can even go for low. So I will select low in my case. You can select high or maybe medium. So lower down graphics settings and then check the performance. Now the next step is to disconnect additional controller connected to the computer. So if you have any external any additional controller connected, disconnect it. Also unplug these devices. So if you have any kind of external devices which are not using it, just disconnect it. Also disable Steam overlay. Now for this, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then turn off this option which says enable Steam overlay while in game, and this is for Steam users. And for Game Pass and Epic Games Launcher user, close all the overlay applications. So if you have any kind of overlay application, if you have overlay turned on in Discord, turn it off. If you have overlay on in GeForce Experience, turn it off and then check. Now, talking about GeForce Experience, many users who are unable to launch the game from uh, Xbox app or Epic Games Launcher or Steam, they can launch the game from GeForce Experience. Turn off overlay in GeForce Experience and then try to launch the game from GeForce Experience. This has worked for few players. That might work for you. So you can try that. If that does not work, you can always, I'm receiving some kind of error message, just ignore it. So for overlay, you can turn off overlay in these application, and if the game is launching successfully, if you don't want to use these applications, you can close these applications. Close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner, which we have already done. Also, if you have these services or software running in computer, just close it. So make sure only the Steam and the game is running, or only the Epic Games Launcher and the game is running, or only the Game Pass Xbox app and the game is running. If you're using Epic Games Launcher, close Steam. If you're using Steam, close Epic Games Launcher. So whichever platform you're using, just make sure that only that platform and the game is running. The rest, close everything including all your browsers and then check. Also, if you have unroboted your computer, remove the undervote and then launch the game. Also perform clean boot. For this, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services and then click on disable all. Make sure that you put a check over here first and then click on disable all, then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So you can type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and click on it, and then go click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here. Now select the drive where the game is installed. Uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file for all the drives. So you have to uncheck this box and then select the drive where the game is installed, and then the initial size is 1.5 multiplied total RAM. So for example, this is just an example. So for example, if the RAM is 16 gigabyte, so if you have 16 gigabyte RAM, so first of all we have to convert this into megabytes. So multiplied 1024, so 16 GB in megabyte is 16,384. This is the total RAM. If you have 16 gigabyte, if you have 32, you can calculate accordingly. This is just an example. So 1.5 into total RAM. So that is, in calculator, 16 gigabyte is 16,384 megabyte into 1.5. So initial size 24576. The maximum size is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is 16384 in megabyte multiplied 3, that is 49152, and then click on set and then click on OK and then click on OK, apply, OK, OK. Now after this, make sure that you restart your computer. Now after the system restart, try launching the game. Now still you are receiving the error message. In that case, now the next step is to update the system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have Lenovo computer, go to Lenovo website. If you have HP computer, go to HP website. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, select your computer, and then find the latest BIOS update available, and then install the latest BIOS. Now if you have a laptop, in case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer when you are updating the system BIOS. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. The system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable. And after the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So if you have like any other drive which is SSD, you can try to reinstall the game to SSD. So first of all, you can uninstall the game. After you uninstall, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, and then restart the computer and then reinstall the game to solid state drive and then check. Now the rest of the steps are for Game Pass users. So if you are Steam or Epic Games Launcher, you can skip this step. If you are a Game Pass user, then log in with same account on Xbox app and with same account on Microsoft Store. So open Microsoft Store on your computer, open Xbox app on your computer, Let me close these. So make sure that you close these applications. Now on Microsoft Store, on the bottom left, on the top right here, you can see a profile icon. Click on it, then click on sign out. Now click on sign in. Now select the right account which has the Game Pass subscription and which has the game, and click on continue. It will be asking for your PIN or password, so enter the PIN or password over here. And now open Xbox app and then click on your profile icon, then click on sign out. And then click on sign in, again sign in, and you have to select the same account which you have selected on Microsoft Store. So if the account is not same, you can always switch. There will be a switch option over here. So this is not the right account, so I'll click on switch, select the same account, and then click on continue, and then click on let's play, and then launch the game. Now the next, also make sure date, time zone and region is correct on your computer. So on the bottom right over here, you can see the date and time. Make a right click on date and time. Now click on adjust date and time. Now make sure set time automatically and set time zone automatically. Both are on over here. In my case, this option is grayed out. Ignore this. In your case, this will be highlighted. So make sure set time automatically and set time zone automatically. Both are on, and make sure that you click on sync now. Sync now is very important. If it does not sync, then keep on click on sync now and it will sync, and then you can go to language and region and make sure your country is selected over here, and then launch the game. Now the next step is now if stuck on syncing data screen, then restart gaming services in Task Manager. Now when you launch the game, sometimes the screen, when you launch the game, I'll show you. Let me launch the game. Over here it will sign in, and then it will show you syncing data. If the game is stuck on syncing data, in that case you can close this first, and then make a right click on the start menu, and then go to Task Manager, and then go to Details tab. In Windows 11, on the left hand side there will be 3 horizontal lines. That is a Details tab. So go to Details tab and then find Gaming Services. So here you can see gaming services.exe. Make a right click, then click on End Task, and then click on End Process. Now once this is done, just wait for a few seconds. It will come up once again. It will take maybe a few seconds, and or you can go to some different tab and then come back to Details tab and then check Gaming Services. It's not coming up till now. It should come up. Again you can go to some different tab and then again back to Details. If it's not coming, like in my case it's not coming up, in that case you can close the Task Manager and then again open the Task Manager, and then go to Details and then check. Here you can see Gaming Services.exe is back. Now you can launch the game. You should not stuck on syncing data screen. Now the next step is to uninstall and reinstall gaming services. Now for this, copy this command, not the complete command, the first command. Copy the first command, only this command, the first command, and then type in PowerShell in Windows search box, and then make a right click on Windows PowerShell and then click on Run as Administrator. Always open PowerShell as an administrator. Yes to allow, and then paste the command over here. Now paste the command. Paste the command over here, hit the enter key. This will uninstall gaming services from your computer. Once that is done, now copy the second command and then paste it over here, hit the enter key. This will open Microsoft Store, and then you will see install gaming services. Click on install, click on yes to allow, and let the download complete. Once the download is complete, now you can launch the game. Next step is to install Xbox Identity Provider. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website, store website, and over here you will see Xbox Identity Provider, and you will see an option to install it. I don't know why it's taking time. Maybe Microsoft website is not reachable right now. Yeah. So over here you can see Xbox identity provider, and then click on get in store app, and then click on open Microsoft Store. It will open Microsoft Store, and then over here you will see install option or get option. In my case, this is already installed. If you don't see any button, that means it is already installed. No need to do anything. If you see install option or get option, install it and then launch the game. Next step is to start all these services. Now type in services in Windows search box, and then click on services, and then find IP helper in the list, and then make a double click on IP helper, set it to automatic, and then click on apply, click on start if highlighted, then click on OK. Now find Xbox services. At the end you will find all the Xbox services. Click on it, then set it to automatic, click on apply, click on start if highlighted, and then click on OK. Now again make a double click, set it to automatic, click on apply, click on start if highlighted, then click on OK. Again make a double click, set it to automatic, click on apply, click on start if highlighted, then click on OK. Again make a double click, set it to automatic, click on apply, click on start if highlighted, then click on OK. And then find Windows Update, make a double click on Windows Update, set it to automatic, click on apply, click on start if highlighted, then click on OK. Now find gaming services, make sure gaming services are running. If not running, make a right click, then click on start or restart. In my case this is already running, so if it is already running, make a right click, stop it, and then we will restart it. Make a right click, then stop it, and then restart it. Make a right click, click on start. Again make a right click, and then click on start. Now find Microsoft Store install service, make a double click, set it to automatic, click on apply, click on start if highlighted, then click on OK. And now try to launch the game from Xbox app, and then check. Now the next step is to repair or reset the game. To repair or reset the game, go to the start menu and then open settings, open Windows settings. Now if you have Windows 11, the steps are same. Go to apps, and then go to apps and features. In Windows 11 you will see installed apps option. So in Windows 11 click on installed apps, in Windows 10 click on apps and features, and over here you can find Payday 3 game. Now once you see the game, click on it, then click on advanced option in Windows 10. In Windows 11 you will see 3 dots, click on the 3 dots and then click on advanced option. And then on this page click on repair, and after the repair launch the game and then check. Still you're facing the problem, then click on reset. Now once the reset is done, now do not panic. When you go to Xbox app you will see install option. Do not install. Close this and then open Xbox app once again. You don't have to reinstall. Otherwise people will say it's giving me install option, and then so you have to restart Xbox app, and then you will see play option once again. Now you can launch the game. Now the next step is to delete Microsoft Store local cache file. Now for this, go to this location. This location is provided in the video description. So open File Explorer, and then go to this PC, open C drive, and then open users folder. Now open your username folder. Now open app data. If you don't see app data, on the top click on view, and then put a check on the box which says hidden items. You should be able to see app data. In Windows 11 somewhere over here you will find the view option. Click on view, then select show, and then put a check on hidden items. You should be able to see app data. Open app data folder. Now open the local folder, open the packages folder, and then scroll down and find Microsoft Windows Store. Here you can see, Microsoft Windows Store _ some alphanumeric character. Open this folder. Here you can see local cache folder. Make a right click, then click on delete. Now open Xbox app and then launch the game. Now the next step is to install all updates in Microsoft Store. So open Microsoft Store, and on the bottom left here you can see library option. Click on library, and then you will see get updates option. So click on get updates, and then once all the updates are complete, you will see update all or something like that. Once all the updates are complete, restart your computer. Make sure that you restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to run ws reset command. So type in ws reset in Windows search box and then click on ws reset command. This will open black screen for a moment, then it will open Microsoft Store. Now you can launch the game. The next step is to run this command. This command is provided in the video description. Copy this command, type in PowerShell in Windows search box, and then make a right click on Windows PowerShell and then click on run as administrator. Always open PowerShell as an administrator. Click on yes to allow. Now paste the command over here. Hit the enter key. Now this process will take some time. and during this process you will see some errors in red color. So if you see any kind of errors in red color, do not worry, let the process complete. Once the process is complete, restart your computer and then launch the game. This will install all the Windows default apps. So do not worry, nothing is wrong in this. Let the process complete. You will see some errors in red color during this process. Ignore it and let the process complete. This will take time, and once that is done, restart your computer and then launch the game. So you will see some errors like this in red color. Just ignore it and let the process complete, and then once that is done, restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So you can, if nothing works, you can uninstall the game. After the uninstall, restart your computer and then reinstall the game to solid state drive if you have the option. If you don't have it, you can install it on HDD, no problem. Install the game and then restart your computer. Then after the reinstall, you can launch the game. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to launch the game successfully. So that will be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.